Hi, this is Nikkei in North Carolina, and we get together a little oftentimes for coastal vacations. And as you know, Coastal is a dynamic company, and we have been around for many years. I've been a part of Coastal since 2008, I believe, and we are moving more and more to the internet generation. And one of the challenges of Coastal, and Coastal's been around, is that they have and they produce an enormous amount of documents. And the documents are wonderful, and they get stored at shipping centers and what have you. And there's a lot of lag time with what they do. And so we were constantly trying to find really innovative ways to be able to take documents like your I'm trying to remember the name of it right now, but the document, the 15-page detailed product overview, which is wonderful when you start shipping them in PDFs and whatnot. But when you start asking your clients and your customers and some of your directors to sign up for these things, it just takes a long time. And so fortunate for us, we were able to come in contact with Bobbie, who is the CEO and chief marketing guru, mom, wife. Her husband is not in the picture today, but he's in the background too, who handles the IT support side and creative beyond belief. And I'm going to let Bobbie tell you a little bit more, and she's going to do something really extra special for the Coastal folks. And this is in anticipation of the Coastal International event down in Orlando. So Bobbie, if you wouldn't mind introducing yourself, take it away.
Thank you so much, Nikkei. So, hello everyone. My name is Bobbie Shrivastav. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Docsmore, and we are here to help eliminate headaches, be efficient, save you time and money when it comes to documents. So, a little bit about me. I grew up in North Carolina, majority of my life. I live in Winston-Salem. I've been fortunate enough to be in the IT space for the last 15 years, working a lot with, sorry, this is my 2-year-old, Savannah, working a lot with, you can edit this part.
Oh, no, this is fine. This is perfect. Because here's the funny part about it. Most of the people in our organization work from home. So they have kids, they have parents, they have grandparents, they have dogs. So don't worry. I'm keeping this in. So go ahead, keep going.
So I've been in IT for the last 15 years of my career, where I've helped implement pretty large scale systems for companies like PepsiCo, AIG, and recently with the Center for Creative Leadership. All of these experiences around, and what I've seen is, and whether it's large companies or small, folks have, we're still in paper process. So there's a lot of things that, just from a process perspective, people, employees are not taking the usage of what the digital offers. How do you do digital transformations? So all of these experiences with these different companies and looking at so many organizations' processes has allowed us to really create Docsmore from a business process lens. Whether you're a small company or whether you're a large company, that's what we do best, is we streamline that business process.
Thank you. All right. So one thing, can you tip your screen down just a little? Because now I see, there you go. Much better. Now I see your full head and everything like that.
Okay.
So we have a special, and Bobbie is going to bring this to our international event coming up, and I'm going to make sure we post this. But as I said earlier, she's going to show you a demo of what she did for another team out here in the coastal space. And she's going to demonstrate what it's like to take a document that's come from a PDF that we print or we sign or we scan or we fax and all that kind of good stuff, and how to turn it into a digital product that you can store, that you can access, that you can give your directors access to, and how to be able to function so that you can take yourself from that paper, long, god-awful snail pace of documents back and forth and put them in a digital space so you can get everything that you want to your customers and they can get it back to you, get that signed document to you so that you can get their package ordered in less than 24 hours as opposed to waiting that 3-day lag time before that document actually gets to you before you can order. So, Bobbie, I'm going to let you go ahead and do a quick demonstration of how to convert, paper products into digital products and how to, kind of make them look awesome.
Great. So I'm going to use the Coastal PDF as an example. So I'm going to share my screen. So the first step is actually going into Docsmore. We're going to hit login. And I'm going to use a demo account. So the first step of the process is to upload your document. And then in the downloads folder, I should have the document that you all are familiar with.
Well, and for clarification, this is just one team within the Coastal environment, okay? So this is not all of Coastal. This is just one organization giving you an example of how they are utilizing it. But other teams outside of this particular organization use it, but this is just an example. So just to kind of clarify that. Go ahead, Bobbie, take it away.
Yeah, thank you so much, Nike. So once you've got this document here in Docsmore, this is how easy we make it for you to avoid the 3-day lag that you would experience with the snail mail. So in Toolbox, we give you features and functionalities where you can make this document interactive. So for example, new affiliate name, I'm going to draw a single line text because I'm collecting that information. So when we think about Docsmore, so we allow you to make your documents fillable online. Another thing that we can do is all of this data can be searchable as well as exportable to Excel. So if you've sent this document to, let's say 50 people have signed up, you can go into the search, and I'll show you that in a little bit. You could go into that search and get all 50 information like that. So this acts as your client database as well. And so like, for example, this is a field that I drew and it's called new affiliate name. So in the search name, I'm going to really, just for demonstration purposes, just call it new affiliate name. So when you do export that in Excel, you know that this field is tied to that column. So from an address perspective, we're just gonna draw addresses, a box to collect the address. And as you could see, I could resize, size. I'm going to skip over, just for demo purposes, other fields. Here's the phone number that I'm collecting. And then if I go into the quantity and the amount, oftentimes, if you've got a paper document, your folks will type or write whatever they need to. So quantity is typically a numeric field. So we don't want the letters O-N-E, for example. So what we've got is a numeric field which guarantees that it's a numeric amount, a numeric enter. So no alpha no alpha characters will be added. And same thing with amount. So I'm going to close this out, and then I'm going to scroll at the end. And as you could see, you could add those numeric fields for all of them. So now, let's say I'm collecting the purchaser name. And I can also specify that, hey, I want to make this a required field. So they need to fill that out, as well as they need to do signatures. So under specialized controls, we offer two different ways to do signature. So I'm just going to click on the signature box here. I can place it, I can resize this. And then a date field, I go back to the common control fields, put in a date. And then with the date, I want to make sure that, move this. I want to make sure that it's read only. So, and it's set to current. So I don't want anybody like typing in a date. You know, we want to make sure that when they've signed this contract, it's today's date or the date that they signed. And then I prefer my dates as being date A, YYYY, but it's based on your preference. We give you lots of different options in our property panel where you can adjust font size, font families, colors. So now I'm going to save this document. There's 5 pages of this, so you could do the same process to the other documents that are fillable. In here, the last page is the fillable portion, for example. But I'm going to go back to the first page. And now what I want to show you are sending options. So for this particular form, this is the beauty of our product. So after you finish testing and making sure everything works as expected, you can click on Get Share Ready link, which you can copy to the clipboard. But when I open this, it's a link. And that link can be placed on your website, on your social media, so as well as you can email your prospect clients. And instead of attaching a document, and you know, we try to make it very easy for people to sign up in this scenario. So here, when I see this, I'm going to put in my name, put in my address. This auto formats for a phone number. This is my numeric field, so it's only going to allow me to, you guys are gonna love me because I'm buying 8 of your 3.
Go right ahead. That's $88,000, go right ahead.
And then at the very end, I'm gonna skip this to show you that you can't submit a document without required fields being completed. But when I sign it, I accept a terms of use and acceptance. And then I have, within the signature box, I have 3 ways that I could sign this document. So first, I could use my mouse to sign, or I could have used I'm using my finger. I could upload that signature, or I could type my name instead. So making it very flexible to get that signature, and based on client need as well. So let's say for now, I'm going to hit submit. And it would not allow me to submit this document unless I put the field, which is this field. So I've got to put in my name, and then I can hit submit. If I wanted a copy of this document for my own records, I could put in my email address. So you don't, once you receive the document, you don't have to like return them like a snail mail and say, hey, here's your PDF. Like we eliminate all of that. But for this example, I'm gonna say no. And when I hit confirm, this is what's gonna happen. The person that owns the document, so you're gonna get notified that a document's been completed, as well as you get an attachment in the PDF, an attachment of the person that's completed it. What that allows you to do is get instant notifications that a document's been completed. So then you can follow up. What we also offer in our product, and I talked a little bit about the search capability. So when I go into this power search, I have the ability to see all of the documents that I've been collected by going in the action menu, clicking the view document. So see how this is filled out with my signature.
Mm-hmm.
And if I go back to the search page, And if I go into viewing options under light CRM mode, I have my record. Now I have this, I can export this in Excel, and I have an Excel version of all the data that I've collected from that document.
Definitely. This right here, I believe, will revolutionize what we do and what we've been doing in Coastal for so many teams. Not just the one that you feature here, but also for folks, because it's the time lag. I mean, the level of transactions, sometimes folks are sending either cashier's check or money order, and that within itself could take a day or 3 days or something like that, or maybe you're accepting credit cards, which can be almost instantaneously. Why not have this document in their hands? And the other thing I really like about it, and this is really for me, and this is for tax purposes and everything, is that you have a searchable, trackable, if you will, a paper trail, virtual paper trail, so that when you're trying to collect your forms, you're not dealing with what's behind me. See that beast right there behind me? That is a ginormous file cabinet, and that's filled with all kinds of forms and what have you. Now I have a digital, and I could take this anywhere with me. So as long as I have my laptop, I am in virtual space, and I don't have to, figure out where's a digital copy or where's a PDF and have folks send it. It's here. It's good for them. They can access it. And then you can build your business so that you're scalable and not just bogged down what, some of this old paperwork, which is, something from the previous century. So, well, I want to thank you, Bobbie, for taking the time. I know you're going to be one of our presenters at the Coastal Vacation International event in Orlando. You're going to demonstrate some of this stuff like here virtually, how you can access this, and then you're going to expand on some other parts. So make sure you're down there. Go ahead and register for the event. You can find out more about the event by going to coastalconvention.com. Go ahead and register, and consider even doing the VIP. We have some special bonuses for those who are going to come in on the VIP. So thank you very much, Bobbie, for taking your time. I know you're out there on the road with your husband and your beautiful daughter. I saw her earlier, and that's it's funny because she seems to always be there when we pop up. And that is the mom entrepreneur, the dad entrepreneur. And these are becoming more and more often than not. You're seeing more dads and moms who can take their business on the road and be able to access their customers and clients and their friends virtually. So thank you very much, Bobbie.
Yeah, thank you so much, Nike.
Cool.